Why do you think this is like? So we obviously have the Enlightenment, which is a big deal in terms of like taking out like the idea of like a supernatural aspect of reality. But there's also like I remember like we're reading Keener's book, like people he talks about people like I believe Cicero, who lived like around like a little before like the time of Christ, who have this like very idea that like we just can't believe miracle stories. That people that are maybe like looking that are like gullible or just trying to look for like maybe like God's like favor, like these are the kinds of people here that are claiming to have these miracle stories. Like how do you think we can overcome this kind of like a priori like skepticism we have towards miracles?
Well, one quick thing about Cicero and those in the New Testament era and before, it was actually believed that it would be an embarrassment to God to perform a miracle or the gods, because that would indicate that they didn't design things right in the first place.
Hmm.
And so when the New Testament proclaims miracles in Greco-Roman culture, people that was a disadvantage. That wasn't an advantage.
Hmm.
But I think that what we can do is that we can share honestly the things that have happened to us. And in the book, and I'm not trying to sell a book here, but you need to read books on this question. And mine is a good place to start. But in the bibliography, I list a whole bunch of books that I take are credible that report things that God is miraculously doing, and the demonic and the angelic. And when you get confident about those things, you can begin to share them with people with an honest demeanor and with a real sense of confidence. And so if we start talking about this more and do it intelligently, it's going to help. One more thing, Zach. I have in there 8 different ways that a person can grow in their faith and expectation for the miraculous. One of them is start asking Christians you know and people in your Sunday school class or your church or whatever group you're a part of. Start asking the question, have you ever seen God do something, answer a prayer that could not have been coincidence, it was miraculous, or heal someone that you know, or ever had God speak to you in a way that you were confident and something came true? And you will be shocked at what happened. There was a young lady that read the book. So she tried this in her Bible study, and there were about 7 people. Well, she thought it was going to flop. Every single person in that room had 2 or 3 stories to share that were just unbelievable. And the meeting went on at about an hour and a half longer than normal because people were sharing so much they had to stop. But no one knew it because nobody talked about it. And so I think that's one way. There are other ways, but I'll just stop with that one.
I will emphasize, like, that's a great idea, Dr. Moreland. That's something I've done in my own life, and it's been amazing, you know, like the things people have had that's happened in them, and it's a very common occurrence. We just oftentimes don't realize it.
That's
So,
right.